We could have burned through a lot of ammo.
What's going on, folks? You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and we are out on the range today. So, I am pretty excited. So, I have been reviewing the SIG P365. I had a buddy that I have known forever, my buddy Richie. We were in scouts together, all that. He has so much dirt on me, it's probably not even funny. So, if he hops in the comments, help yourselves. Anyway, he said, do you want to borrow my Hellcat? And then I was like, when did you get a Hellcat? I'm thinking, Richie's done well for himself. I thought he was talking about a car. Richie was talking about the Springfield Hellcat gun. Nobody I know owns a Hellcat at this point, so bummer there. But we are talking about the Springfield Hellcat. This is a neat little pistol. I'm going to be doing a comparison between the Springfield Hellcat, the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield, and the SIG P365 soon. So we're going to kind of look at these subcompact Wonder 9s, to use an old term for new technology. So I have two 10-round mags. I have one that is a flush-fitting magazine that Richie gave me with the gun to try out, and I have another 10-round magazine that has a little pinky extension. So we're gonna see. I normally don't like guns where my pinky dangles. It's just one of those things I don't like to leave it hanging out there. We're gonna give it a go. We're shooting some 124 grain plated round nose bullets, nothing crazy, some good target ammo. I can say that the sights are pretty impressive. We're going to give a close-up look over here at the table, and I'll let you guys know. But man, let's shoot it. You guys are going to see the first shots here on camera and see what we get. Uh-oh. Just didn't set it off. Second primer strike did, though. So again, I think it's important to note, ammunition I'm using is reloaded ammo. So if that makes a difference, I'm going to say there maybe the primer wasn't set all the way. I don't know. I'm not going to blame the gun just yet. We'll give it another run. This is going to be the extended mag. Didn't really like the dangling pinky, but I say extended mag. Still 10 rounds. I can just get my pinky on it. Let's give it a go here. Alright, very, very cool. So, slide lock to the rear both times. This is nice. This is very, very nice. I really am liking these sights. I have to let you guys take a look at this. This is cool. So, looking at the gun here, we'll go ahead and take the mag out. It is unloaded. It is got a very nice stippling texture here. It feels very positive in the hand. I like that. They have a very nice undercut beaver tail there. It gets you pretty good under the gun. But these sights, I like that U, I like that dot. Not too much going on, just busy enough for me to know whether or not it's on target or not. I'm actually sighting it through the camera right now. Very impressive. There's tritium in that front sight, so that is good. At nighttime, you have forward serrations here, rear serrations that continue over the top of the slide. Very cool. Little peephole there, witness hole, loaded chamber indicator. Remember, guys, always check your gun. Even doing a simple press check, not too bad. Looking at it some more, you do have these nice index points here. So support hand thumb, firing hand, trigger finger, those go on there nicely. It's not a very thick gun. It's actually, I don't know, it feels nice in the hand there. You do have a rail for lights, lasers, other tactical accessories. Let's look at the trigger real quick. So you do have a safety shoe in the middle of the trigger, and let's see what we get here. So coming up, some take up, you get to a wall, some more take up, and it breaks. Reset on that, right there, positive, tactile. Go in again. Yeah, so if you're coming from the reset, you eliminate a lot. There's the reset, and it's pretty much all pretty smooth from there. But the initial take up, it's kind of got a little mush there. Then you get to that second part of take up there, and then it breaks. So it's not terrible for a striker trigger at all. The reset's very nice, and if you're shooting from the reset, it's not going to be a bad trigger pull at all. So, give you a look at these magazines I was talking about here. This one here, they are 10 round mags, witness holes on the back for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And in the gun, that's the one that lets you get a full grip on the pistol, or almost a full grip. I guess it depends on your hand size. And then the flush fitting magazine looks very similar, goes in, and there you go. So shiny mags out here in this nice sunlight we're getting. Let's load it up and shoot it a little bit more. I'm going to put a paper target and we'll see what sort of groups we get. Alright guys, so I have a B8 style target down there. I think I pointed to it. Hard to see with the glare on the camera. So we're going to use 10 rounds, see what sort of group we get. We're at 7 yards, 21-ish feet. I am going to use the mag with the pinky extension, give myself every possible advantage here, and just see kind of slow fire what sort of group we get at 7 yards. Shouldn't be too bad. The guns almost always outshoot me, so we'll just see if we can demonstrate this here on camera for you guys. Here we go. Alright, let's go take a look. Alright, so let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm coming in a little low and left at 7 yards. That's probably me and not the gun, to be honest with you. I do tend to anticipate recoil a little bit, even out of something like a 9mm. That size gun does get to me. That's not too bad up there. This should have all been closer to there. But there we go, guys. 7 yard, 10 round group. Now, up there on the hill, there's going to be a small steel silhouette over there. It's roughly 35 yards from our current position. I just want to see. I just want to see if I can reach. I like doing this sort of thing. So, 10 rounds in the mag. Give it a go and see what it looks like. Not too shabby. I do notice a little bit, gun's clear, shooting with a smaller magazine that doesn't let me get my pinky in there. The gun tends to rock, I don't know, it's just weird. The edge of this butt here on the grip, this tends to dig into my hand just a little bit. I'm nitpicking, guys. It may not affect you the same way. I'm just mentioning things that happen when I'm shooting it. So a gun like this is probably not going to be your go-to range toy, although you do need to practice with it if it's your carry gun. But yeah, not too bad, honestly. It's getting fairly easy hits. They're still printing low and left on the steel. I can see it from here. So it's getting fairly decent hits even at range with a gun that arguably wasn't designed to be used at those kinds of distances regularly. But I think this is pretty cool. So arguably, this class of firearm is not necessarily my favorite, even for defensive use. I see the appeal. I understand why people do it. I don't necessarily think it's a bad choice. It's just not my first choice. And if you are in the camp that this is your first choice, by all means, take the time to learn it well. Smaller guns are typically have a bigger learning curve to shooting well. Now, that being said, I think it's important to note here, I just want to mention a trend I'm seeing where there's a lot more attention being paid to firearms in this kind of category, the subcompact category. It seems like going back a few years, you know, if you wanted to carry something in this size frame, your Glock 43s, your M&P Shields, you were giving up a lot. You were giving up ergonomics, you were giving up capacity, all those things. And I feel like with each passing year, these manufacturers are paying more and more attention to this category gun. They're listening to consumers. They're seeing some of the modifications people make, their extended mags, things like that. And I feel like they're starting to bridge that gap. Now, will it ever be enough for me to go to a gun like this as my primary carry? I don't know. Anything could happen. Not yet, it's not, but if they keep on doing the sort of things they're doing, the list of things that you give up by going to something like this, compared to the things that you do gain, concealability, comfort, all of those things, you know, it's starting to bridge that gap there. So I'm pretty impressed. Now, I do know that people have their own opinions of Springfield Armory politically and things like that. I don't get too deep in the weeds on politics on this channel, and there's a reason for that. If a product's good, a product's good. And if I'm buying a product, I'm buying that product to fill a specific need, to fill a void, perform a task, whatever. I do want to give a big shout out to my buddy Richie for loaning this to me and letting me play with it. This is pretty cool. This is my first time shooting one of these Hellcats. I'm a smaller YouTuber. I don't necessarily get hands-on all the cool stuff as soon as it comes out. So this was very neat to get hands-on. Absolutely love the sights on this gun again. I feel like they did a lot well. Grip texture, even the slide serrations are nice. They're not too rough, but they're nice. I did note, I forgot to mention it in the close-up, if you look at the rear sight, it's got a little shelf built into it that's good for one-handed manipulations, coming off like a belt or a ledge. I like seeing that. That little hat tip towards tertiary tactics is very nice. So this is really cool. Stay tuned, guys. I am going to be making a video coming up soon in the next couple weeks comparing this, the SIG P365 and the M&P Shield. It's largely going to be a tabletop comparison, ammo being what it is. And I don't want to burn up too much of that ammo, so there's that. Definitely stay tuned for that, because I do feel like it's going to kind of showcase the subcompacts of yesterday and the subcompacts of today. Unfortunately, I don't have a Glock 43 to kind of showcase that entry. I never did like those, so I never got one. I don't really know anybody off the top of my head that has one, so there we go. I will mention the specs as we go, but it's not going to get a visual representation on that video. So be sure to check that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, keep shooting, and I'll see you next time.